Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Elvie, look, and today, welcome to my live tutorial. And if you are catching this on the replay, please say #replay and then I'll know you were here. If you're watching it live, you'll see the live button at the top. And there's should be some 3 little dots. If you would click that and click notifications, you can get notified every time I go live. I'm not sure if I tagged some friends in here. I think I did already. Yes, I did. Oh, good. I'm learning. So I'll just post my shopping links real quick. We gotta take care of business, right? And it's one of those days. It's gonna be one of those weeks, probably one of those months. Hello, gorgeous. There we go. Pinned the comments. Okay. I know I didn't have a very good day yesterday. And I woke up this morning doing not bad. Thought, okay, I'm better. And then I started to cry when I got a couple messages started coming in. And I have to tell, so I guess today I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story. While I'm going to start with the eye cream. Oh, it's right here. I'm right down, and it's really thick because I'm right down to the end. And this is just leftover of 2 little samples packages. It's amazing. I wonder if it's too thick to use. Hello, gorgeous. Welcome, Marlene. So good to see you. So it started with me. I got a message from my sponsor, Kara, which started the crying. But then I had other Y sisters, I call them my Y sisters, reach out to me because I am close to blue, ranking up, getting promoted. I am 11 mascaras away, the sales of 11 mascaras or whatever other products. That's how close I am to reaching blue. And I never dreamt from the day I started this 4 months ago that I would do that. I didn't even have a vision. I didn't even look at the road beyond what was in front of me. And I just started doing this because I loved it. I loved the makeup, and I loved what it did for me, what it did to me. I can't explain it. I really can't. I keep trying to think about it, and all I can remember is this 100-year-old lady who is still wearing makeup. She's 100 years old. They interviewed her, and she just says she does her makeup and her jewelry every morning faithfully, and she says, when you look better, you feel better. It's just true. I might still cry. I might still, feel sad and grieving, but I feel better about myself. And so it's like, okay, if I can take that off the table, that's huge, right? I mean, there's so much other things we have to deal with, but do I have to deal with looking like crap? So it's changed me that way. And so with the encouragement of family, I started to do this online with social media with you. I don't know why. You come in. So I thank you. I thank you all, because I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be this close to this promotion if it wasn't for you, that you actually come here and you watch me and that you follow me and that you trust me and that you will buy from me. I am honored, and I do. I take good care of you going in with the eye primer. But I had, the thing that came to my brain this morning was, I mean, if you are looking for something, a way to make an income from home, this is it. And I feel like I have to tell you why this is it. Because, okay, I didn't take enough. You don't eat hardly any, but sometimes I'm too chintzy. Well, it's not only an awesome company and amazing makeup, but you have that, like, look at these girls that are not benefiting from me. They're rooting me on and cheering me on and sending me the most encouraging messages. and how I inspire them. And I'm like, wow. I don't see it. I don't see it, but I'm honored. So that was the eye primer, which I guess I should be talking about the product, but you're only going to get a glimpse of my story, but I think today's the day that I start to talk about it, and I prayed that I won't cry. I pray that I'm not going to cry. So now I'm going to use the mattifying primer. And to be honest, before I came on air, I put a little bit of hydrating primer under my eyes because I thought I'm doing anything I can to plump up those little fine lines or those little fine lines. I've working on the bags. The crying doesn't help, so they're a little worse this morning. But this mattifying primer is what's going to smooth things out. It's like a blurring effect. It's filling in, not the crevices. It's not going to fill in. It's not putty, but it is going to fill in the fine lines and pores. And so, you know, if you took a surface of an orange and if you put foundation on it, you're going to see the makeup going and settling like that, right? But when you put the mattifying primer on, it's going to keep your makeup out of all of those little divots and pores. It's going to keep us, so you're going to have this smoother finish, which you usually see in my pictures. It's just amazing. So you have to have this. But when the girls were texting me, I thought, this is the Mandalorian chant. You know, this is the way that we support one another. This is, not only is it an awesome company, an awesome product, but I am on the most amazing team ever. Team Flourish, hooray! And I have started my own little team, Team Blossom, and we are just new and beginning, but we are already an amazing team. And my Iris is my workmate, and she's gonna reach pink, and I'm reaching blue. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and I just cannot thank you all enough for that. And so let me while I go ahead. Oh no, I'm starting with eyes. Because I like to clean up my mess after when I do the foundation that I make. So I'm going to do a monochromatic look, and you're going to want to bookmark this. This is something that it's a beautiful look to do with any shade. And what it is, it's using a variety of shades, or one or a couple or a few shades of all the same color, and you get this. It's a one monochromatic look, and it's really, I'm going to use it of course, with the browns. And I'm going to start with the brown that I always love using from our palette 6. This is my absolute favorite when I'm off camera. I mean, I always have to try to be experimenting with new looks for you, but I just want to always put this on because I never fails. Every time I wear it, I get compliments. And the other look I've been getting is, I changed my profile picture, is the other compliments, and it's my new favorite, is from the new Addictions Palette 8, which is a limited edition. So when this is gone, this is gone. And it's these beautiful jewel tones. And that look that I created on my profile picture is from this palette. So I do not regret buying these. I love them, love them, love them. I'm still experimenting with this because it's pretty new, but I've already created my signature favorite look. I was blown away when you all helped me choose a profile picture. Was that one. So I am going to grab a brand new clean brush. Not new, but clean. Oh, I didn't finish my story, but that's okay. It's going to be carrying on. It's this one here called Enthralled. It's just a perfect, so I've included it in the bundle because if you don't have it, I'm telling you to grab it. Oh, and I've just decided just before I came on air that I am going to put together a gift bundle so that everybody who orders on my website this week till the end of January, to January 30th, 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Do we have 31 days? Anyway, this is driving me insane, that little sticky uppy there. anybody who orders from my website, I will put your name in the draw for the basket. And anyone who's already a customer of mine or who's already a presenter of mine, if you've made an order this month, send me your order number and I will add your name to the draw. Okay? I am honoring my followers, my customers. I want to put your name in and I'm going to build an awesome little basket for you. And thank you for this, because I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. You're helping me. And this journey didn't start with 4 months ago. This journey, I realized, started when my husband was alive. So going back on track here, I'm going to just use this. Maybe I do want my favorite is the blending. I just thought I would try it with the fluffy crease brush today. I guess I'm back to the fluffy crease. This is such a pretty brown, Enthralled. And I'm just going to blend it out. So when these girls on our Team Flourish are texting me, I just thought, this is the way. This is our team. This is the support that you will get when you join with me. If you want to do this, I tell you, this is the way. This is the income. This is the thing that I was looking for when Ken was alive. So I'm just going to do some on the other side. I suppose I should use the same brush, so I try to get the same look. So when he was battling with his heart disease and his heart kept stopping, and we did everything we could to keep him going. And so our debt just kept growing and growing and growing because it was 26 years from the first time it began. So it just, you know, we did have savings, and he was in his prime earning years when his cardiac arrest of 17 minutes. So it's a miracle he survived that. He was dead 17 minutes. And so from then on, he's not working on a pension. We're living in Yellowknife. Things are insanely busy or expensive. And I worked for the government, and was at the top of my earning power, and we just couldn't make ends meet. We had a heavy mortgage, it was expensive, we had kids. So our in debt just kept growing and growing and growing. And then I would do anything for him to keep him going. So we even made a couple of trips to Mexico, and I just didn't worry about it. And then when he passed away, when I lost him, I just rolled the debt into a mortgage. And so I had nothing. And I was just barely, I would just scrape up and save all year, say $2,000, and say, okay, I am going to take a vacation this summer. And then I had a flood. Or then the next year, and that happened 5 years in a row. I always had, I had to put a new roof on, I had to put a new deck, it was rotting, and if anyone fell through, I'd be blood guilty. If, I just couldn't have that. So this house was just taking everything, and I had nothing. So when I sold and moved here, I have this paid off the mortgage, and then I have a small savings. But I'm really gouging it because I had to refurnish the whole place. And I just thought, I'm worried. It's not going to last long. So, but back when Ken was alive, so we were having trouble making ends meet, and I was working, and then I got sick. So then I ended up on sick leave, and then a short-term disability, and then a long-term disability. And so I'm just going to blend this. And then I couldn't work. I had a doctor's note that I couldn't work because of my health. It just, the stress and all of what we've been through. And so even if I wanted to work back in my job, I couldn't do it. So that is Enthralled. So we were trying to figure out, what can we do to make ends meet? So I figured there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to make an income from home. So I'm going to pause that, and I'm going to use, we're going into the browns, and so I want to show you that you can mix our liquid shadows, which are everybody's favorite. And if you have hooded eyes, if you have old eyes, if you have baggy eyes, if you have young eyes, if you have small eyes, you can wear our liquid eyeshadow. They are for everyone, and they will become your favorite. They will become your favorite. Oh, by the way, you may have noticed I have no music on because last live I had the radio on quiet, but I guess when I paused and was doing maybe my eyeliner or not talking, they could hear my music. Facebook. So that's where there was that blip in my feed. So they sent me this message, and then afterwards, you know, they said that your video is blocked in Portugal, and I was like, poor Portugal. So I just thought, you know what, it's not worth it. So I haven't got the radio on, even quietly, because if they hear it, then they will not let me play. They might take my video off, and I thought, I don't want to do all of this work for them to take it off. So that's why there's no radio. So now I'm going to take this. I love using this, and I've used this as an outer corner look with one of our lighter shades. I love that look, and I was debating to do that, and I thought, no, I'll stick with my plan, even though, you know, moods change, and I'm like, okay, I planned this a few days ago. No, I had something else I want to do, but it's like, nope, we're going to do it. And I'm just going to actually do a very small line. I'm not going to do my whole lid. I'm just going to do one swipe across. It's got a lot of pigment, and you could blend it out with your fingers, but oh, thank you, Iris. This is from Shop Hey June. Love that store. Oh, and I'm going to grab my, actually I want a crease brush because it dries quite quickly. It goes on liquid, and I'm going to start blending it out. It dries to a powder matte, right? And I'm just going, so normally when you're working with your eyes, it's amazing. You just want one little swipe. And I want to start blending that out. And you want to have a bit more of a firmer finger or brush hand. And now I'll take, because I want to soften that out to the softer brown that I had behind. And this is your monochromatic look. Now, I'm not saying that this is my favorite look, and don't judge it yet. We got to do all of the rest. Right now, I just look like I've got a black eye, right? But I see this look on so many women, and it looks stunning. So if you were, this probably would look stunning on you too. So that's why I need to do different looks so that you will give it a go. And you can do this with any color. I've seen it with charcoal grays, but a lot of people love browns. It's very soft. And yeah, this one is called the Willa, I think, Iris. I'm trying to remember. No, Wilfred? Willa? I forget. It's been a while. I know it. I love it. Isn't it pretty? And I've got the little heart-shaped huggies. Do you see they're shaped like a heart? So where was I? I gotta remember now. Trying to figure out how to make an income from home. So I signed up with a coach, and I thought, okay, she's going to help me, teach me how to make an income from home. Well, she didn't. I spent thousands, really, literally thousands, and learned really nothing. I learned how to, set up my website. I wouldn't have called it a coaching. She just wanted to just give you a little bit enough of a hook to hook you in, get your money, and never really give you the story or the pieces or help you figure it out. And so Ken did not like her at all. And I just thought, no, I just got to keep going and keep going. So we have to create a website. Okay, we have to name our website. Well, I don't know. I wanted to have to discuss this with you to figure out what am I going to do. So I didn't know what I was going to do. And no, we couldn't figure out what am I going to name my website when you don't know what you're going to sell. We don't know how I'm going to make an income from it. So I called it Elvie's Essentials because I thought I might end up selling something it's going to be essential. And it goes with Elvie's, but not a good thing to spell. Elvie's Essentials. Do you put the apostrophe in? It's like a lot of SSIEs, SSIEs. So anyway, and so when she started saying, okay, you got to create, we got to start creating something that I can give to people when they sign up for my email, for my my webs are for my newsletter. So I started to write a book. And so I thought, I don't know what else to do, and I don't know what else to do. And everyone was saying, Elvie, do it about organizing. You're the queen of organizing. Now this one's darker than this one, but I'm gonna have to just give it a titch more. Am I right? Yeah, I see it. So I started organizing and taking pictures, explaining, blogging about it. And we had to do quite a few blogs a week. And then we had to do, she said, okay, you do some podcasts. So we were even doing podcasts, not about organizing, but about how to market on the internet. And we didn't know what we were doing. But that's my husband. He was such a support for me that we went along, we would interview people, right? And bring them on. So we were doing this podcast. And then, we have to get on to Facebook. Facebook was new. So honey, I said, I'm doing all of these blogs, all of these articles. You got to take care of the Facebook thing. So we set up this, we had a little table at our front door. I'm just trying to make it the same brown, but maybe I better give up on that. I'm talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. So I remember at the front door, we had one of those narrow tables that when you come in, you've got a vase of flowers there. It's a drawer to put your keys and things like that. Anyway, I remember him setting up his laptop there, and he's going to take care of the Facebook. And after 2 weeks, he delete, closed it and said, I'm done. He wouldn't touch Facebook. And so, but there I am, blogging about organizing, but he supported me. Like I'd say, okay, honey, I need to organize this linen closet to show how to organize your linen closet. So I need some shelves here. So he would build me the shelves and paint them. And then I would be organizing everything into baskets and the Marie Kondo. I was doing that a long time ago before her name was known. The fold. Anyway, we went through and I organized my whole house, and he was right there building whatever I needed to organize things. And then we moved out to the garage and the shed. Well, this is his domain, right? So I would video him talking about it. And I'll never forget when I'm interviewing him, showing him the shed and how we had it organized. And he's saying, no, I can't remember how he introduced himself, like I'm with Elvie's Essentials, and he just said, I sure hope I'm one of her essentials. He was such a sweetie and such a support. So there I was trying to figure out how to make an income online. So I'm going to grab, just remember where I was. I'm going to grab, this is just my all-time favorite. I started using this in the summertime, BB cream. It's a tinted moisturizer, and I would put it on my face, and then I would put the pressed powder on. And then I tried it, I think once or twice this winter, showing like for dry skin. I did it with the liquid foundation, and then the other day I showed you with spray foundation. And I'm still wanting to do it because every time I do it, I just love how my skin looks and feels. So rolling up my sleeves, we're gonna get into business. So we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna do my liquid BB cream under my liquid foundation. And it's got light coverage. And then when you're adding your foundation, that's what you're also gonna help covering up any issues that you have. Now you can put it on with your fingers. You can put it on with our foundation brush. I'm gonna today use a blending bud. And I know it's gonna go on, it's not gonna spread as well as on a brush at first, but it's like a conditioner, or what? Not the word conditioner, moisturizer. So I wouldn't really like to use a brush, like my kabuki brush, to put on my moisturizer. So that's how I view it. So I'm just going to try to stipple it where it's gonna. I just want to get it blending or spreading around, and see, I can clean up that. Gonna clean up that little bit of brown under my eyes. So where was I? Okay, I wish I had somebody to say, okay, this is where you left off. All right, so I interviewed him doing his shed. It was so cute. And we were trying to figure out how to make this income. I still couldn't figure it out. I mean, I sold a few ebooks, but you're not going to pay off your mortgage with $11 a book or $7 a book. And I still didn't really know. I remember hiring another coach and him asking me, are you an affiliate? And I was like, what's an affiliate? I didn't even know what that was. Like, I did not know. That was this, I just knew I needed to make an income from home. Didn't know how, didn't know what an affiliate was. I didn't know. And so here I am paying for this coaching, which I had no direction and didn't really know what I was doing. Oh, thank you, Jill. I don't think I'm amazing, but thank you. You're amazing. And let's see if I blended it enough. I think I did. And I hope I put enough on. Maybe it's a damp, always use a damp blending bud. So I run it under hot water, squeeze everything out, because if you use it dry, it's just going to absorb and take all your makeup into the blending bud, whereas this is actually going to be your tool and it's going to spread it on. So I don't need to put a heavy layer on but I do have very light coverage. It didn't cover up everything, but my makeup now will. So just with that light coverage on top of a normal coverage, for mature skin, it's going to be perfect, because you don't want it to be too heavy, and then it looks heavy on older skin, mature skin, or on when, like, I've figured it out. It's not as when it used to be tight, right? But then you can see as it drops, that's why you get the little bit of, I call it the orange skin of an orange look. It's like, I don't like it, but what can you do unless I go for a facelift, which I'm not going to. All right, so going in with our foundation, we need to shake it up. It is a mineral-based serum, so it will separate. Let's see if I can grab one and show you. Oh, it's kind of, I was shaking that one earlier. Can't show you. Oh, here we go. You can see. Do you see how it'll separate? And so there's the minerals. And so we wanted to get that mixed in with the serum foundation. And so when you don't get it, then you're not going to get that all mixed in really good. You need the kabuki brush for this, all nice and clean. And I saw my sponsor do a really cool thing, and she pinched her brush before she put the drops on. And I thought, hey, how cool is that? I've learned so much from watching her, and now I'm sharing what I've learned from her. So I'm using the color Lace, and you're just going to start stippling it on just to get it spread out all over. The other thing about Ken was so cute, how he would support me, is I'm doing this blogging. Sec, I have to just dab my nose 1 sec. He said, he was so interested in what I was doing, and he was such a support. He said to me, would you create a website for me too? So now I'm just going to buff it and blend it. And I said, sure. So I was his host master. I created a website for him. It was called Look Outdoors. And he started, if I can, phone calls coming in. He called it Look Outdoors. And so this morning when I thought, okay, I'm going to tell the story, I thought, I scrounged. I have his business card, Look Outdoors. And I even got him a book, a little notebook, which I've used, it's full. And then I even did one for my dog. We had a little poodle, and she went everywhere with us. Her name was Bailey, and her website was called Warm Paws and Happy Tails. And I blogged for her. So I'm blogging for her, I'm blogging for my dog and my husband. But we still weren't making an income. So here I am trying to make this income online, not knowing what we're doing, just doing it. And then when I lost him, I shut everything down. And then my health totally crashed. And then when I moved here, I sold my house, had the mortgage, and then I said I have this small savings. Now, I'm going to just put a titch more in a couple areas. Now I could go in with pressed powder foundation, but I love the dewy, I don't want it too matte drying. And so I just wanted to see a few areas that I wanted to go back on, but I wanted a little bit more coverage because I've got this scar up here. And if you stipple it, you're not going to move the product around as much, so it'll just be a little bit more concentrated. And I'll do that here. I have a scar. I went one day and asked him if the doctor would just shave off. I was going in for surgery and I said, would you just, I had like a little mole growing here and I said, would you just shave it so it's flush? Well, he didn't. He went, it looks like he used a grapefruit knife and took it out. So I have the scar and I didn't want a scar in my face. But I guess it's necessary. Now, what I wasn't planning on doing concealer, but I look like I need a little bit, so I will. I know, and so I am gonna grab, I've got lace, it's the same color, and I need to put very little on again, otherwise it's just gonna look really stand out on. I'm just looking for my, I have a small brush I use. Okay, I washed them. Oh, here it is. It's in with my eye brushes. And you don't want very much for older skin, but I do have, it's not, maybe it's just a little bit there from crying, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna just take a little bit. And I gotta close it because I have put my sleeve in it. And I'm just gonna put a little bit. And then I'm gonna use my finger and move it in. Just by pressing, rather, not swiping. I think I put a little bit of foundation under there. I don't normally like to put foundation underneath when I'm going to do this. Oh, I ordered a lighter color. I forgot. I was going to use that and I totally forgot about it. Okay, I've got some brown going on here. Let me grab a Kleenex and just... Got some brown from my mask, or my eyeshadow there. Hello, oh, I can't believe all of the girls. See, all of my Y sisters are on here to support me. So here he is supporting me. Right, he's blogging about my dog, and then I shut it all down, and then my health crashed after I lost him, and I started doing essential oils because I was using them on him and they helped him, so I started using them on myself. So I tried to make it as a business, but I did good. I did okay, but it wasn't my love, and I didn't know why, because I thought they're so good for you, and now I know why. As I've been a caregiver for 26 years. And so when you're talking to people about their health, it's not my happy place. I wanted to help people, but I was done. I was exhausted. I was burnt out. It was time for me to look after me. And because, you know, his heart kept stopping. I've seen my husband die many times, and it's not fun. Because, you know, his heart goes into ventricular tachycardia. And to see that over and over is traumatizing. So here I am doing this Young Living and talking to people, but they really want you to be their doctor and they really want you to make your decisions for you. So I use the product, but I don't want to do it as a business. Like, I don't want to be another caregiver. I love the product. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do what I can, like, just do the best I can in saving. Well, I'm not very good at that either. I think it's just because it's been such a long road that I feel like this is time for me. And I just thought, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need something to make me feel better. I need something in my life. So I started buying clothes. And from Pretty Cute Things. And then I started buying, came across Kara's newsfeed, and I saw her putting this makeup on and getting the look that I wanted. I thought, she's showing me I can do that. So I I ordered. And then I ordered again, and then I ordered again. And I right from day one, loved the product. And so then I decided to start doing it myself. Well, my family decided. I'm going to go in with my brows? Brows. I'm going to use the liners. And I just thought, I'm just going to do it because thank you for all the hearts. And I'm not going to cry. See, I've got it under control. I'm not crying. But I did think that, you know, here I am doing something I love. I finally found something I love. And it's starting to make an income for me. And I just thought this morning, Ken, it's been 9 years, 10 years, 10 years, because I was doing it before he died, a year, at least a year before he died. He was helping me, trying to figure out a way to make an income from home. And I did it now, 10 years later. And this is what I wanted 10 years ago. And I found it. And that's why I'm like, girls, if you need to make an income from home and love and getting paid for putting makeup on, that makes you feel better and helping other women feel better about themselves, like what more of joy can you find? It's not work. It's fun. And the only thing is, thank you. That's just a little tidbit of my story. There's just lots to it, but I'll carry on with my brows as we're talking. But it's just amazing. Like there is more happiness in giving than there is in receiving, and that is what you're doing. You're giving to yourself, but you're also giving to someone else to make them feel better, and they too, to see them that like Iris, it just warms my heart to know that she is going to be getting the income that she so needs. Actually, that's going to bring tears to my eyes. Okay, we got it under control. We got it under control. We don't want this brown eyes to go red. But that's probably why I never wanted to tell you my story before, because it's hard. It's not easy. And I am coming up to the anniversary of his death. So that's why. But it had to be told. It had to be told because I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for my followers, and I'm so grateful for my Y sisters. Oh, I have red eyes. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that, girls. I'm really sorry. Back to brows. Back to bras. Right? So I'm just like thinking, okay, if I could, Ken would be proud of me, because I know there he was following behind me with the camera, filming me. If I said, okay, I need it. He's filming me folding sheets. He's filming me cooking. He's filming me organizing. It was all on my website. And then whatever. He just was such a good sport about it all. So I know he would be so happy to see me doing this, because he'd see how happy it made me, and he'd see me, he never cared. He just said, I don't care if you're into debt. Doesn't matter. It's important that we enjoy life and not to feel guilty. And I still feel guilty to this day spending money on myself. I mean, it's not stopping me, but I still feel guilty. And I have to change that. And then I love the saying where it says, makeup is not an expense. It's an investment. And it is. He was amazing. Amazing. He's, yeah, he really was. He was your dream husband. I'm not kidding. That's why it's hard. And so it's coming up to 9 years. And it's not any easier. It's just as hard. You're forever changed. Because when you are married and that close and a soulmate, it's like the roots of a tree, right? They are intertwined and you become so close. And when one is gone, it's not a clean cut. You're shredded. You're torn apart. And so you are never the same again. And just like any wound, sure, the wound will close and heal over, but then you have that bruising and that aching and arthritis sets in. It's part 2. It's a part of healing. 2 years. Oh, 2 years is still so hard. Brenda, I'm here for you. Yeah. It's totally hard. And I never really want to, I don't want to make people cry. I want you to come on here and not feel, I want to be the woman to make you, when I walk in the room, make people smile and happy I'm there. And so I've started trying to avoid talking about it, but it was intertwined with what happened today and what I'm doing and when this journey began. It didn't really begin 4 months ago. It began 10 years ago with Ken. And I just know he would support me the whole way on this. So that's my story. And I'm going to be blue. I'm going to make it to blue this month. And I want to tell you, just before I came on air, that anyone who orders this, that has ordered from me this month, tell me. I may not have, if you are ordered a kit, I won't have your orders, so I won't know. But send me a snapshot, send me your order number, and anyone from now till the end of the month that places an order from now till the 31 days of January, your name is going in my draw, because I want to give back, because I'm so grateful that you are supporting me on this. And now I'm not scared, because when my savings is gone, I will, well, actually I'm hoping I thought it within a year I'll start adding to it. But it's nice that it's already paying for the makeup. And last month when I turned pink, it actually gave me enough money, not to pay off my visa, but to contribute to it. And that's a start. I gotta watch what I'm doing. So it's coming, right? But I was scared. What am I gonna do when my savings runs out? Because I couldn't make it. There's always big bills. And this spring, I have to get new struts on my car. I have to get new tires. And my tires, we're talking like a lot of money. That's a few thousand just for my tires for my car. There we go. Brows. I love these pencils. They're gorgeous. They go on very, very smooth like butter. And, oh, thank you, Donna. I'm not there yet, but I'm close. I am 11 mascaras away from turning blue. And there's a song that blue ain't your color. Blue is my color. We're going to reword that song. Okay, I'm sorry, girls. I have to dabble my nose. Okay. I'm so sorry. I hope this isn't going to be too long. All right, let's boogie. Let's boogie. We've got foundation done. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I think we need to do a little glam. This story calls for a little glam. So we're going to do some eyeliner. I think I'll use the pencil eyeliner, and I was thinking I should do my eyeliner. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I gotta hit see more, and I hope I don't mess things up. Oh, yeah. It's true. When you are married, Brenda, when you are married together, it's like, yeah, it's not a clean cut, and it heals over, and you carry on. You can't pull trunks out without almost killing what's left, the plant left behind. It almost killed me. So I'm gonna sharpen this. Figure where I sharpened it. What should I do, girls? Should I do liquid liner or pencil? I don't know. I think, okay, we're doing a monochromatic look. I think I'll do pencil in brown. It's called Proper. Just wiping off. And it's a oh, I was thinking of tight lining. I forgot. My brain isn't working today. And the wonderful thing about a pencil is I like to smudge it out and make it soft. So I'm just grabbing the liner end of the liner shader brush. And then it may not have gone on so smooth, but now I've got a smooth line. And let's do the other side. I gotta bring my mirror closer. And I shouldn't be pulling it, but my eyes are a little soft and wrinkly. There we go. Now let's soften it. I think you could line the bottom, but I think I'm not, I'll see. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to leave it unlined on the bottom. You can. And now let's add some color to our face. So I'm going to use Damask as a bronzer. And this is what's holding me back here. There's my story, so I'm trying to think. Did I miss anything out? Yeah, I've already started. I've got a little, I'm gonna add makeup, of course, some of my favorite things to this little goodie bag, like lip butters and liquid eyeshadow. I'm just try to figure out what I can add. Of course, I have to throw in a mascara, of course. But I think I want to throw in something else special. I have something in mind, and I have to order it yet, so no one's going to get it right away. Actually, thank you for all the ones that ordered my glam bags. I chose, see, this is another thing. When you dream big. So what I'm doing is just adding a little bit of warmth to my face. When we were going to do this glam bag, and I'd never done that before, I thought, what? I could do 10, I could do 20. I thought, no, I'm gonna dream big. I'm gonna order the ingredients or the supplies, like other little goodies, for 30 bags. And I could have sold more. I am now been getting requests for, I'll take a bag, I'll take a bag. And I had to say, no, I'm sorry, I'm all done. But I am offering Y-Cash to anyone who still wanted one too. A bag. I felt bad, but it's like, who would have known? I could have sold 30 bags. Dream big. And that's what this has just changed me. It's helped me to really believe in myself. It doesn't mean I don't have doubts. We all do. But I have to work through it. I have to tell myself no, and then just think of where you were, and it's like, oh yeah, no wonder. Like one time when my fatigue was the worst, if I went out to get groceries, I would be in bed all week. I'm not kidding, and I wouldn't get up till like 4 o'clock. And then eventually over the years, it was, 2 o'clock and then noon. I'd be in bed all morning. And now I'm not that way anymore. It's like I can live normal. I can get up in the morning. I'm still exhausted. And some days I do stay in bed. If I have that opportunity, I will stay in bed and just rest all morning. But I can live a more normal life. That's what chronic fatigue is. And so I think back of where I was. And this has also given me courage to do this. Doesn't mean I won't cry. Doesn't mean I won't have doubts. But you get encouragement from the team. You get encouragement when you look in the mirror, because it's not as bad as what it was. It all is part of just changing getting stronger. So now I'm doing under my jaw. Because as we age, of course, we get jowls because that's this, we're losing, it actually is from losing bone mass inside. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, I love it. I've never got all that before. Thank you. So when you're, it's like, can you imagine a table that's had a tablecloth sitting on it for 60 years, and then you take and cut some of the, just a half an inch of the table off the edge, that tablecloth is going to puddle, right? And it's still going to have those wrinkles. So that's what's happening to our face. It's like we're losing the bone, and so then there's things start to puddle. There we go. Now I'm going to add a little bit under my lip. Trying to do anything I can to, and on each side of the nose, which I like to make it look slimmer. Now for a color of blush, I chose Seductive because it's in those warm tones, warm peachy tones. I was thinking of going for more of those peachy tones today with the browns and with our tapered blusher brush, which I love. Oh, thank you so much for all the hearts. I don't feel like I'm worthy, but thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful you girls are here. So I'm gonna just stipple it on. I love our tapered blusher brush because I've bought a lot of expensive face brushes, and I don't want to slam other companies. I don't want to say the name, but when I was comparing them, I thought the other ones are quite soft and quite round, and so you didn't really have control when you were putting your blush on. It could just sort of end up looking like this round ball of color on your cheeks, where because this is tapered, then it's firmer right here. So you can apply the color where you want, then you can, with the other brushes, then you can blend it. And so you don't have this circle, you have the soft graduation. It's all because of the tools. The tools make our life easier. And for anything, if a carpenter will tell you, you know, I can do really good work if I have the right tools. So that's half of your battle, is having good skin application is your tools. I love our brushes. And if you want, you can just sweep it up to join that little bit. All right. Let's go on to, let's set this baby. Now, I probably should have set my eyes right away. I like to usually set my eyes right away when I use concealer. And so I'm using the new one, but this is coming back to our core. And I decided I don't want to run out, so I ordered our regular setting powder that we have on right now. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. This new one, I can hardly wait for you to try it, though. What's amazing about it, hey Cheryl, welcome. What's amazing about it is a water molecule encapsulated by the powder. So as soon as it touches your face, it bursts and you feel that moisture. And so some people might have found or have said that they find they don't like to use setting powder because they feel it's very drying, especially if you have dry skin. You won't get that with this. So I can hardly wait till it comes out for you. And I like to take a smaller brush. Actually, I could use our concealer brush. Just something smaller that I can get in, and I want to just press it under my eyes where I used concealer. I don't want to swipe it. I just want to press it. And what that's going to do, you might notice already, not sure. It mattifies it, you see, takes the shine away, which is part of what if you take that shine away, you're not going to have the sun bouncing, glaring like, look at my bags. Just depends on the light. Some days it's really noticeable. You'll see the definite difference. But I love this setting powder. But I love our beloved setting powder. So I've got another one coming. Because I thought, no, I could still use it. I love it. It's what I used. It's what I began with. So I'm just stippling it on, and then I'm going to blend it. And what this does is, you know, when your makeup later on and through the day especially, or even like right then, if there was any moisture or any of that shininess, it traps any moisture, any oils right away. It traps it, and that's what it's going to do. And then just by reapplying it through the day, if you notice your makeup is starting to look a little tired and cracky, just reapply your setting powder and you're fresh, like you just applied it, your makeup. You're good to go. It makes all the difference in the world. You can just take this and throw it in your purse. Traveling and you want to freshen up in the day, that's all you need. So now I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter. I'm using Pearly. And another one I really like is Benevolent, but I think it's still out of stock. And I'm just going to add it to the top of my cheeks. This one might need a titch more blush. Wasn't. Just sort of, I don't want to be too pale today. There we go. And then down the nose. And the Cupid's bow. There we go. Now, I've been sitting. Yes, you saw that. What am I missing? Okay, lashes. I was sitting on my mascara and my eyelash primer because they're sitting here against a cold outside wall and they get cold. And then this way it just softens them right up and it just brings new life, making application so much easier. So if you ever are getting down to the very ends, and you can just pop your tube in a glass of warm water and get it warmed right up. So I'm using the lash primer, which I absolutely love, just because I don't have big eyelashes anymore, long eyelashes. My lash extensions, they are coming back. And they're straighter. I should tackle curling them, so they're not as noticeable because they kind of go more straight out. But I wish you could see that they are long, and I attribute it to this amazing mascara and the serum, which I've been using up until a month ago. Which I would say my eyes are almost healed. And I think I'm going to start using them again. I just stopped using it because I was having to put drops in all the time on my eyes. And this are like a thick, syrupy. And so I just thought, no, I have to heal my eyes. Now I'm going to use the Twisted. And the Twisted has keratin oil. It has, what's the other one? Argan oil in it. It has the ingredients that are in our lash serum are in this mascara. So that is also going to be helping your lashes to get healthy and to grow. And the reason why they grow is each lash has a cycle, they fall out. And so when they fall out, then you don't look like you're having thick lashes and they don't have the chance to really grow long. This extends the life of them. So it's nourishing them to extend the life of them so that they are going to get thicker and longer. And you will see the results in 4 to 6 weeks. That's what the studies have all shown. And I've seen it in myself. So you can use the small one or you can use the big one. It's your preference first, whichever one you want. I started out using my small one and then now I've started switching out using the big one first. It has this silicone type brush. So I find that it really gets a little coating on your mascara, but without, it's separating them so that they're individually coated. The other thing is that you'll notice I like to do one eye at a time because I like to start using the mascara over this primer while the primer's still damp, not dry. I like to get it while it's wet first. And so that primer is also thickening. It's like adding that extra plumpness on your The other thing why I'm so in love with this mascara and the 4D is the reason why I started using lash extensions is because I couldn't find a mascara that I wasn't allergic to, that wasn't flaking, that wasn't making me scratch my eyeballs out, that wasn't giving me raccoon eyes. Every time I was, I would have little dots under my eyes. And so I don't have that with this. And that's why I if you haven't been using our mascara, you need to, girl. You need to. You will love it. And if you like the thicker false lash look, then that's the 4D is your baby. And I'll often even mix the two. So I'll put on the Twisted first. And now see, with the smaller one, I'm just trying to add the extra length and thickness. Anyway, what do you think of the monochromatic look? I'm loving it. Now I'm going to do the other side, and then I'll go back and do my bottoms. Yeah, this mascara is the best I've ever tried. It put Unique on the map as their mascara and their foundation. I'd say that their foundation, and it was so cute. My hairdresser, she's really a hot chick. Thank you for the hearts. She's a really hot chick, and she does a really good job. I decided to straighten my hair today. I just love trying to do different things. And just to see what it's going to look like. She's into makeup, of course. She's beautiful. And she said, Elvie, that's the best foundation I have ever tried. And I mean, she's tried a lot. Her boyfriend is a doctor, and they sell a line of makeup, and so it's like, that's quite the compliment to get. I hate this little piece sticking straight up. I'm going to call that new growth. It could be breakage, but who knows? It's my antenna. So it is the first time that I actually got foundation on my face that I felt that I looked healthy. And I'll help color match you too. And you have nothing to lose when you get these products, because we offer a love it guarantee. So if you don't love it, I will see to it that you're taken care of to get your money back. Or if we've got the wrong shade, I can help you exchange it and get the right one. Like, we take care of you. You're with a great company, with a great product, with a great sisterhood, with a great team, with a great income. There we go. I probably should put some white eyeliner on my tight line on my eyes, because they're still red from crying. But you girls made me feel better. Thank you. We're going to turn this around. We're going to have. I'm determined somehow, I don't know how, to get through the anniversary without being sad. Isn't that possible? I just would like to find happiness, even if it's in makeup and clothes. Hey, I'm really excited. My girlfriend and I, I have lots of amazing friends, and now more. Thank you. I love everybody. And so her and I are thinking of going when this is over, and we're not even thinking of going like anywhere out of country. We just said, you know what? We need to do something. And we're going to do something that we have always wanted to do, and our husbands always wanted to do, was whitewater rafting. I am so beyond excited, because now I have something to look forward to. And it's going to mean my driving probably to Jasper or wherever. And that's even huge for me, because since I've gotten chronic fatigue, I don't even drive like more than 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours. So this will be a huge new experience for me. I'm just going to use some setting spray. I'm going to read what I like to do this before my lashes, so I'm just going to be careful. Oh, that feels so good. I just don't want to get them, they're wet again. And I don't want to touch the rest of my skin till I can get them dry. So let's dry them real quick. I'm looking for a cuter fan. I don't know where to get one. If anyone knows where I can get a nice fan, this one's just a dollar store, but it's like starting to unglue and come apart. It's like, this is essential in my makeup. All right, I used our lip exfoliator earlier because, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, I have a cold sore, a big cold sore. It was all swollen. And the makeup covered the top of it. And you could do a nude with this look, but I thought, let's go for bold. I haven't yet used our new red lipstick. I'm scared about doing with this uneven lip line. I'm just debating if you don't need to, but I'm scared about having a crisp line, so I think I'm gonna line it. Just because I'm nervous about me getting a nice crisp edge. This is called Primal. It's a beautiful red. Our new red lipstick. It's gorgeous. It's not too blue. It's not an orange red. It's just your perfect red. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. She complimented my brows. Oh, hello, Ethel. Welcome, gorgeous. So if you want to hide flaws, Bold does it. Bold does it. No one's going to see my cold sore. And with our amazing foundation, okay, here goes this beautiful red. I can't remember the last time I wore a red lipstick. And since I've gotten this, I haven't even tried it. This is my first. Oh, I should start with the bottom. I think I went outside of my line. Because then I can touch my lips. I like it. It would be so much easier with bigger lips, but my husband had big lips, gorgeous big lips. All right, girls, what do you think? Do you like the bold lip? I think so, hey? Oh, thanks for the hearts. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that's my look for today. That's my story. And I will be posting and letting you all know to remind you that if you order something from my website for the rest of this month, your name enters my draw for my goodie bag, which I'm going to create just for you. And I'm wearing from Pretty Cute Things. I believe she's having a sale right now. I didn't get a code. I'm so sorry. I did ask her, but I didn't hear back in time. Just pulling my jeans down. But I'll find out and I'll add it to this post. Because it's if you buy 8 things, you get 4 for free from the sale bin. So that's a real savings. And I didn't see this on there. It's like, sorry, her stuff is so cute that it goes fast. So by the time I get it in Canada, and then, you know, I get this big package, and by the time I get to wearing one of them, they're often sold out. But I'm doing my best. So I just love it. This has got to be the softest sweater I have bought from her yet. It is so soft. I love it that they're longer. I've just got it tucked in. You can wear it out like with leggings or with your, it's just so comfortable. And so I've given you a code for shopping her regular clothes. It's L20 to get 20% off. And the other one, oh, let me just quickly see if I can find it. I will look real fast if I can here. One sec. And see if I can find it. And if I can't find it, I'll just post it in the comments. Oh, here. Here it is. The sale is Final 8. Final 8. Final 8. All in caps. Final 8. There you go. Shop the sale bin. And that's the code. Love you, girls. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me and being part of my journey. And I appreciate you very, very much. I appreciate all my friends. I appreciate all my new Facebook friends. And I appreciate my Y sisters for the support that they've given me. And there you go. I don't want to cry. I love you guys. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.